All right, our farewells. So to say goodbye, we're going to say au revoir, okay, or au revoir. Okay, so this is probably the one that you've heard before. It's kind of the goodbye version of bonjour. Okay, it's the typical one that people use. It's the most common one that you probably know. It is also formal. You'll note that when I say it, okay, that re in front of revoir is optional. Okay, so some French people say it and some French people don't. It's totally up to you. Au revoir and au revoir are considered to be the exact same thing in France. It's up to you which one you want to say. There really isn't any difference. One isn't considered more correct than the other. It's not even a regional thing. One of the things we'll talk about a lot is how French accents change a lot based on where in France you're from. However, this is pretty universal. Just some people say it and some people don't. Personally, I don't tend to say it. I think it's a little bit easier and faster to say au revoir and skip the re, especially with that French R. The French R kind of forces you to stop in the middle, au revoir versus au revoir. It's completely up to you, though. If you really want to learn revoir, go for it. Remember here, we've got that OI, so it will be voir. And we will do as well have that R, which is a careful letter, voir. Okay, au revoir. See you later. Okay, à plus. This is a very informal greeting. Okay, so this would typically be used with people with whom you're very, very close to. Okay, so yeah, you could use it with anyone with whom you speak informally, but it would typically be one of those first two categories, so like family or really close friends. Even though you could say it to someone that you don't know and they just happen to be around your age or younger, there was nothing wrong with saying it that way. However, it would be a little less uncommon. As we start looking at authentic texts and emails, so things that actual French people have written for other French people, not necessarily like that teachers made up for French class, you'll see it abbreviated as an A+. Okay, so fairly obvious, A plus looks a lot like A+, so it just makes a really easy abbreviation. No, you are not going to be allowed to write the A+ on like your test or things like that. But it's an important abbreviation to know since it is a pretty common farewell. And then finally we have see you soon. A bientôt. A bientôt. So remember, T is not a careful letter, so we're not going to say it. A bientôt. So this is the most common informal farewell. So to anyone whom you can speak informally to, you can use a bientôt, and it's super, super, super common. So pretty much every single time that like I see one of my friends or like some of my French friends are talking to their family members, this is almost always the farewell that we use when we're leaving people, even if we don't mean it literally. Okay, we might not literally mean that we're going to see them soon. For example, when I leave France, we know that I'm not coming back very soon because it's a long way away. But we still say a bientôt.